welcome to this evening class. Okay, so today we are looking at this one, and deliberately I've decided to bring this one again as an example because most of you complained that I was very fast, therefore you didn't understand. So now I've brought it again, so can you please pay attention and understand it now? Okay, so I'll give you as an example. So the sketch shown below represents the graph of the curve. This is the curve. Okay, y is equals to x squared minus 4x plus 3. Passing through the points A, B, and C. Okay. So now, the question, find the coordinates of the points B, C. So points B, C. This is the curve which they are talking about. Then the two minimum value of y. How are we going to find this one? First of all, we are going to find the value of this point and this one. How are we going to find that one? Actually, we are going to, this is the, if you can see, this is the x-intercept. So for us to find the x-intercept, we need to make y is equals to 0. We are going to make y a 0. So we are saying y is equals to, let me use this part, y is equals to x squared minus 4x plus 3. So now this time around, this y is going to be 0. Okay, so we'll say 0 is equals to x squared minus 4x plus 3. Okay, so now we can actually swap this. Okay, this is 0 because always remember 0 found to the right hand side. So we are going now to swap this. Minus 4x plus 3 equals 0. So now, as you can see, this is the quadratic equation. Okay, so now, for us to find the value of x there, first of all, we need to look at the method that we are going to use. One, we can use the quadratic square method, as I said in the previous lesson. Then two, we can use the factorization method. Then we can use formula method. So let us continue with the factorization method that we used in our previous lesson. So we are going to say, for us now to find the factorization using the factorization method, first of all, we need to know the product, we need to know the sum, we need to know the factors. Okay, so let me write right here, product, then sum, then we have factors. So how do we find the product when you are given a quadratic equation like this one? When you are given quadratic equation like this one, the way you should, what you should do for you to find product, you need to get the coefficient of the first term, which has got the square power, times the constant number. So here it's 1. 1 times 3, you are going to have 3. Okay, then sum, you just pick the coefficient of the middle term. So in this case, we have negative 4x as our middle term. So the coefficient of this one is negative 4. So having found the product and sum, so for the factors, we need to look for two numbers. When we multiply them, since this is the product, we should have 3. Then when we add those same two numbers, we should have negative 4. What are those two numbers? Those two numbers are negative 1 and negative 3. Okay, because when we multiply this, negative 1 times negative 3, the answer will be positive 3. Then when we add negative 1 plus negative 3, the answer is what? Negative 4. Okay, then having identified the what? The product. Now we can go on. We can get back to the question. So let us expand this. We substitute the factors that we have found. So we are going to say negative x, then negative 3x plus 3 equals 0. Okay. So now when substituting, we are trying now to expand this negative 4. We should add the variable which is there. So this one, for if you want to prove, you can say negative x minus negative 3x, you still get back to negative 4. Okay. So now from there we can factorize. Okay. So we are going to factorize. Now for us to factorize, we need to group this. Okay, so we are going to group them like this. So what is common between these two is x. So x will be outside. So x into x squared, it's x. Okay, then minus x into x, 1. Okay, remember here we have a negative there. The common is negative 3. Okay, so negative 3 into 3x. We are going to have negative 3 into negative 3x. We are going to have x. Then negative 3 into positive 3 is negative 1. Okay, equals 0. Then from there we can correct. We group those that are outside. So here we have x. There is a minus there. Minus 3, then x minus 1. So these two just get 1, okay, equals 0. Then x is equals to x minus 3, we separate them, is equals to 0, or x minus 1 is equals to 0. So x minus 3 equals 0, or x minus 1 equals 0. Then this side we can correct the like term, so we are going to say 0. This one, when these 3 go crosses an equal sign, it will become what? Positive. Okay, so x is equals to 0 plus 3, the answer is 3. This side again, we are going to say x is equals to 0. This one will go to the other side and to become positive because it is negative here before crossing the equal sign. Then x is equals to 0 plus 1, it's 1. Okay, so we have found x is equals to 1 or x is equals to 3. Now we get back to the graph that we are given. Okay, so between these two, which one is going to be our B and which one is going to be our C according to the question? Because there they are saying find the coordinates of what? B and C. Okay, so now we are saying our C is going to be 3 because it's the bigger number. Okay, because when you're coming from here, the first number is 1. So B is 1. Then C, that is for x. C is what? 3. Okay. So now remember, for us to find these values of x, we actually made y to be what? 0. Okay. So the coordinates here now will be 3, 0. Okay. Even here it will be 1, 0. Okay. So now we are saying now B is equals to 3, 1, 0 coordinates. Then C is equals to 3, 0. So these are coordinates of the given graph. Okay. So now from there we go to the last part of our question, which is also very simple. So this one also, for us to find the minimum of this graph, we look at the what? The curved part. Okay, this curved part. So now, first of all, we need to find the x value of this curved part. Then thereafter, it will be very easy for us now to find even for y. Why? Because we just get the equation that we have. Then we substitute the value that you are going to get for x. Then we are done. Okay, so here now we are going to say the formula is very simple. This formula is for the axis of symmetry. Okay, the axis of symmetry for x, which is the point somewhere. Okay, so it's negative b over 2a. Okay, so negative b in this case is what? Negative 4. Okay, negative 4. That is our b. That is how we name term. This is a, this is b, this is c. So we are saying negative b. Already there is a negative there. So again, negative 4. Okay, over 2. What is our a? Our a is 1. We just get the coefficient. Okay, so here we have gotten the coefficient, which is 1. Then negative 4x is negative 4. That is the coefficient. Okay, then from there, we are saying x is equals to negative times negative, that will be positive. So this is now 4. 4 over 2 times 1, it's 2. Okay, so now 2 into 4, it's 2. So the axis of symmetry is what? 2. This is the one. Okay, so we have found for x. Now the question says minimum value of y. So now how are we going to find y? Now that we have found x, it is going to be very, very easy for us to find y. Why? Because we are just going to get this equation for this curve that we have. So we are saying y is equals to, that is the one, y is equals to what? X squared. So where there is x everywhere, put 2, which is this one, 2 squared. Okay, then minus 4. Remember there is 4x there. Where there is x, I said put 2, because that's the value of x. Then we come here, the value of x. Then we come to the last part, which is plus 3. Then we simplify this. This, when you square this, you are going to have 4, which is 2 squared. Then when you multiply this, negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. Then plus 3. Then you go on. So 4 minus 8, or yes, we will just say 4 minus 8, or best we say negative 8 plus 3. It is just one and the same. So 4 minus 8 is negative 4 plus 3. Then negative 4 plus 3, the answer is negative 1. Okay, so y, the minimum value of y is negative 1. So now if you are to correct the coordinates of this point is 2, negative 1. Okay, so this is how we work out this type of question. Simple and straightforward. Thank you so very much. Wait for the exercise now that I'm going to give you. Thank you.